The nice thing about the settler going to Lustrum is we also need to go there to turn in the company ship plates that we get from destroying them. And we do have one. Let me ring you out. You got tea in your feathers? Ow. Alright, that doesn't do a lot of damage. Don't ring me out! I'm just a worm! I'm just a little guy! Oh, shit. We need to approach the— No! Ah! This isn't too much! This is an aggressive amount of ringing! Stop it! Oh, shit. I don't want to die! I don't want to die! No! Oh! We gotta go fast to avoid the company men. Shit. 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 All right, we can lose them in this asteroid. Shit. All right, things are not going very well for us. I'm not gonna lie. We are just gonna fuck off back to New Winchester. You're gonna use— remember chat, you don't want to use your die move, because using your die move is how you die. And if you die, you're not alive. And not being alive is the first step to dying. Spinning the Dreki and they're gonna smack him like one of the towels. No! Homestead comprises a scattering of houses and a ramshackle barn. A cloud of dust rises from the yard. Two men are fighting. Let's leave swiftly. I can't afford to lose anyone. Our crew count is very low. Whoop-ha! That broke you. Well, I hope you can get— hope you can put yourself back together. I didn't know you were some kind of automata. Oh, we're also almost out of fuel. And I am riding the knife's edge. First the bees, then getting almost schwacked by the company. Just not good. All right, we should be in generally safe area. I just need to make sure I don't accidentally crash into anything, because that might legitimately— oh yeah, it will kill me. I have 1 HP. Yeah, okay. No pressure, Dreki. You just gotta not fuck up. Just don't fuck up. You go right, then— no, we can go straight through, I think. I think that's a bridge of some flavor. This is a funky looking lethal company. Wait, what? Okay. Second, I thought my category was on lethal company. I was like, wait a minute. How? Why? You know what? No. We're gonna leave that rock. Because it'll be just my luck that interacting with that rock will deal damage to me. Oh, you said bees at the— oh! Yeah. I mean, those bees will also fuck you up. Them Chorister bees. Let's get down to business. All right. Uh-oh. Outbreak of heart sickness. Oh.
Oh no, oh god. Not the bees.
No, not the bees! Save yourself! Break out the brandy, string the fiddles! Let's succumb and write? Uh-oh. Abandoning your crew to the plague of melancholy, you withdraw to your quarters. But today the ink does not flow, and the words strangle one another. The page yawns, white and terribly, and terrible and empty. At some point you doze off, and are dragged down into dreams. You stand on a featureless heath. A storm rages above you, its thunder comprised of countless voices, all shouting to be heard. Lightning stabs, writing a word upon the sky. But when you wake, you can't remember what it said. I mean, at least we got a sky story out of it. All right, step 1. Repair our locomotive. Not what I meant to click on. Step 2. Hire more crew. Okay, next, we need to buy some supplies. Fort Prosper requires consignment of souls. We can get souls from Carillion, can't we? No. Right, why does Carillion export Chorister Nectar? Hold on. Magdalene's has undistinguished souls. That's easy. That's an easy one. We'll go ahead and take that. We won't fulfill it for a while, but we'll take that. We could sell that bronze wood we randomly have, so we got that going for us. If I can fucking... There we go. All right. We should also buy some fuel, because we're going to need some fuel and supplies. Yikes. That would have been awkward. All right. North, northwest. So over here somewhere. Somewhere over the knuckle. And go south, but hug the wall. Majestic, beautiful, so beautiful. Old stones and forgotten ruins lie tumbled across the sky. New smell behind the coal and oil. The green, unlikely scent of apples. Literally right here. Damn. I just missed it the last time I went this way. Behold. A ruin of giants. Gargantuan blocks jigsaw together, furred with moss and whispering of orchards. A bucolic village nestles amongst them. Smoke coils daintily from the chimneys. A leisurely game of cricket unfolds on the village green. An oily-faced, black-haired girl welcomes your locomotive into position. Welcome to Port Avon, she calls as you disembark. A rich knot of scents greets you, leaves and wood smoke, enriched by an infrequent but pungent intrusion of goat. Port Avon welcome is now interesting. We'll write a port report. Were it not for the talk of smugglers and sky beasts, you could easily confuse this place for a village on the world you left behind. Quite peaceful here, apart from some fuss over a newspaper delivery. The villagers frown and change the subject when you ask about it. Interesting. Go ahead and fulfill that. Oh, we can get jumbles of souls here as well. Interesting. Rolls of thirsty bombazine. Interesting. Well, we don't need any of that. Repentant devil. All right, we get another officer. He has very little luggage. A single satchel of books and a folded greatcoat appear to be his only personal effects. His manner is calm, almost pedantic, as he negotiates his duties and his pay. You have a sense that he urgently wants to be out of Port Avon. And another crew joins the locomotive. Let's check out the village green. Someone has grafted brass wheels to the carcass of an old armoire and impaled its top with a jaunty damask umbrella. All right, let's check it out. Sweet wines, sour wines, subtle wines, and sinful spirits of every vintage, save, of course, the Hesperidian cider. He gives a small, sad laugh. I know, because I looked. This is the only place with real apples, but even here, that cider eludes me. Beckons you with a gloved hand. Let's ask him about the Hesperidian cider, a rare vintage, unheard of and unseen since London. Come here, come close and listen, you effervescent thing. I have a story. An associate of mine, he once gave me a sip of it, one golden drop to place under my tongue. My life was changed. A carnivorous pleasure steeps in his voice as he speaks. Went back to that store immediately, of course. The price was too much. And then eventually the dreams drained away, and now I'm here, serving wine to drunks. His laughter is black and bitter, but the oral sommelier gives you the address nonetheless, just in case. If you decide to risk the same grief, savor it for me. Interesting. So if we get to London, we can look for that cider. Plant the Pembus and the Cardo. Well, that sounds very painful. I would recommend you don't do that. In my unprofessional opinion. Let's share exotic gossip. Sure. And then we're going to just leave. Well, I can get my Port of Souls. And then we'll head to Lustrum and then Port Prosper. Running through my head, running through my head. Running through my head, running through my head. Ooh, another homestead. Trade supplies for bronzewood. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, that's some profit. Supplies cost like 40, but bronzewood will sell for like 150 or so. Your newly acquired repentant devil is standing most unrepentantly over a body in the hallway. Great. Oh. You don't recognize him. Spicy jalapeno. Oh, be careful eating your peppers raw. One of your crew? But the deceased is no one you know. A stranger on your locomotive. Peculiar luggage you brought on board, says one of the crew when some of the others have gathered. Wouldn't have thought it would fit in your little bag. First, clean up. It won't do to leave the body in the hall. Then your repentant devil can explain himself. He's still got blood on his cuffs. Yeah. I have 2 soul flaws. What? Show him your Chorister bee? Dude, you can't just do that to someone. You can't just show people your Chorister bee like that. Alright, let's ask him about the recently departed. He was a stowaway, explains the devil indifferently. He's been stalking me for more than a month. I thought I'd lost him when I came aboard, and he turned up in my quarters. From the body, he has lifted a clinking bag of souls. Perhaps he was sent to bribe me rather than to kill me. He tilts his head to consider the soul collection. Apparently, he thinks I'm a cheap hire, if so. The devil's gaze reverts to you. I regret to say, this is probably not the last time this happens. You may be destined to attract negative attention. I see. That's a lot of XP we just got. How's the state of my soul? It's not worth much in its present condition, he says plainly. Too flawed. I could cure you of all that if I had time and if I cared. And if it were not for just as easy to take any of a dozen other innocent souls in a better state of repair. If you want it improved, you might, I suppose, try your luck at Carillion? He's been giving you meaningful glances. Oh, devil, what do you want? What are the details? He laughs when approached. Oh dear, little obvious perhaps. His gaze is amused and flickers with intensity. I have an idea that might be beneficial for us both. Like to improve the lives of the workers at the home office on the avid horizon. If you don't mind permitting me a little shore leave. I see. Okay, so that's just the drop the officer off. So we need Chorister Nectar and tea to progress learning about him. Well, the nectar's easy, but I don't think I can get tea down here in the reach unless I get lucky with a random sale. Oop. Navigator sidles up to you. Hey, you been keeping up with the daily scapping? He unfurls a yellowing newspaper. Your passenger from Port Prosper has her face splashed across the front page. Beneath an impressive and improbable list of charges, the Ministry of Public Decency is offering a hefty reward. Criminal, eh? No need for rash action. Your passenger is a wanted fugitive. He does not know that you know. A quick change of course back to Port Prosper is entirely possible. A swift extradition for her, a well-deserved reward for you. Or you could continue to her destination. Who knows? She may have reformed. She may be sympathetic. She's on the run. She may be willing to pay handsomely for her transportation. I think we're not gonna be in the business of returning people to the ministry. Especially because we fly the rebel flags. Still can't essay. Damn it. No snitches here. No snitches. Snitches get spaced around these parts. Whoop, whoop. Ah, it's a tackety. All right. I'm going to go over to the west. Hopefully we can get to Lustrum without going through the spooky zone, because I prefer not to be spooked. It's like the Twilight Zone, only you get nightmares. Which I suppose the Twilight Zone could also do that, depending on the person and depending on the episode. Nachos. It's been a while since I've had nachos, now that I ponder it. Today has been a day of leftovers. Almost finished up the curry. I also had a yuzu burger. There's this Korean place that might as well be mugging me for all I'm worth, because I cannot stop eating from there. Was your lunch? Never got to eat today? Oof. Certainly know how that is. I don't remember to eat breakfast very often. It's a bad habit of skipping meals that is hard for me to break. Yuzu burger? Like yuzu? Yeah, it's a... they have... It's like a chicken... There's like Korean fried chicken. And then they have... a yuzu sauce and some, I think, green chilies, maybe. It's got a bit of spice to it as well. It is really fucking good. Their chicken tenders also have a like garlic ginger dip that I always get it. It always slaps so fucking hard. Actually making Korean fried chicken right now. Nice. I've certainly really been liking some of the Korean... Like, I've never really had Korean fried chicken until I came out here. I certainly have been liking it more than the more southern style of frying chicken. It just kind of feels a little bit more healthy because the breading is a lot thinner. You know, you don't get all those ridges, and it's not as like big of a crunch, but like it's still fried chicken. It's not too bad. Also, because like bad Kentucky fried chicken is like, it'd be really tough and painful to chew on. Whereas with the softer breading, I feel like it's probably less likely to have that much of a problem. All right, let's drop those charred nameplates off to Sweet Jane. Oh, I could collect them for ministry stamped permits. I actually could use that. I wanted to turn in one at least, so I can tip the favor a little bit. Drop off the settler. She tips her hat as she disembarks and deposits a heavy purse in your hands. She whistles a jaunty tune as she makes her way through the station. Nice, nice. We're getting pretty close to a level up. Do we just visit the company? No. is it... We explore Lustrum and it's in here? Is it in the Hanged... I don't think it's in the Hanged Man pub. No, no, no. Actually, we can trade... We have some hours, so we can trade with Mr. Pennies. Let's get a otherworldly artifact from them. Nice, nice. Okay, we need to buy... Ooh, carefully packed crate of munitions. Interesting. Don't we need munitions? Oh, we need to deliver munitions here. Oops, I keep forgetting about that. Nothing has been selling munitions, though, so I'm kind of SOL. Let's see. Where the fuck do we turn in our port reports? I have to have passed the place over and over. I feel very potato. Its affiliations or sole peculiarities. We are being watched. I'm sure that's nothing that matters. And we won't worry about that. Our soul is stained and cold. Interesting. Where is our port reports tracked? So Bohemia, establishment, passenger, miscellaneous, port reports. Does it say where to turn them in? Fuck. Uh-huh. Well, shoot. I guess we go and deliver these souls to Port Prosper, and then hopefully we can kill a few more ships down there. We need 3 for a ministry stamped permit. I believe we need 2 permits to go to London. We'll get this fucking Scrivener. All right. All right. Kind of overheating a little bit. We're missing terribly. Hate that for me. Come on, Dreki. There we go. Send our people out with axes. Get some free bronze wood, baby. Hell yeah. That shit sells good, baby. Running through my head, running through my head, running through my head. And we are so close to a level up. We just need 1,100 more experience. More like 1,010, actually, if we want to be more precise. Went a little too far south. Whoopsie! A nameless monument deteriorates here, the wind whistling through its solemn stones. Always nice to read the ledger. Handwriting is poor, but legible. Captain Chan deposited supplies in the cache, paying off their debt. Captain warns of a condition afflicting her crew, starting during a period of downtime. Ah, okay, it's gazing at the stars again. Leave. Or 1.1 times 10 to the third power. I'm not picking up what you're putting down there. Oh, for the level up. I get it now. We don't need to use scientific notation. It's not like it's got 12 trillion zeros and we need to shorten it. But no, it's 1.01. Actually, because we're at fuck, we've gained more experience. No, the math is completely off now. Because we were at 5990 and we needed 7,000. Yeah. You know, it's 950. Yeah, 953 looks kind of ugly in scientific notation. A little bit more silly. No. We can do a factory tour. We want to... Hold on. Yeah, Eastenders are who we want to get in with. Let's speak with the workers. How goes the workday? Hollow-eyed worker shakes her head. Her face is lined, but her hands are soft and supple. It's once too often. Gotta be fast, but it could be worse. She indicates a host of wizen-handed young men, nursing their arthritic hands by an open fire. No housing in Prosper we can afford on our wages, but those given by the company. No time to look for work. No way of disguising what our trade was. She sighs. We have all the time in the world. Ah, we now have 6 tales of terror. Great. Great. Great, this is great. It's fine. This is the Windward Company. I don't want to give them my port reports. I want to give them to the Tacketies. Why the where the fuck am I? I'm just losing my mind. All right, let's get another settler. They want to go. I'd appreciate it if you took me to Traitor's Wood. I'm in the mood for a spot of sport. She smiles benignly as one of your crew carries her steamer trunk on board. And if you'd be so kind, could we do some hunting on the way? The Chorister bees have been attacking again, and I'll pay you for the trouble of killing them, of course, but only if you do it quickly and only if you harvest a stinger for me. I see. Turn in the souls. Tidy little profit. Don't need panes of glass. Where is Trader Wood? Right there, isn't it? Yup. Way the fuck up there. What is our next? Winchester, right. We need to go hire more crew. We need to check for more prospects. I don't think we've made too much profit. We made a little bit, but I think we need closer to 5,000 to get our new ship and a second auxiliary item to go with it. I'm not seeing any company ships down here at the moment. But the downside, the better the tackities are doing, the harder it is to find me some stovepipe ships to shoot down. Oop, I see a light. Hey, there we go. Get him. I just gotta keep him from lining up with me. We need to get around their side. Shit! Fuck! Alright, can I just go backwards and... Alright, I need to actually hit them, though. There we go. There we go. There we go! Take a bit of damage, but that's a hit I'm willing to take. Gain an unlicensed chart. We don't have one of those. Ooh, ministry stamped permit. Nice, nice. I believe we need 2 of those so we can go to Albion. And we're kind of starting to stack up a lot of side quests that need us to go there. Ooh. Let's eat our fill over at this little place. Oh, right. I have some Tales of Terror. So let's get our Fatalistic Signalman quest back to where it was. We have at least 6 port reports. He stiffens as you approach, as if you caught him doing something he shouldn't. People outside the trade don't understand how signaling works. Every port, every corner of the sky has its own signs and messages. The right miss. I've been cataloging them. The semaphores, the lamp languages, the badges and passphrases. Not that anyone will ever read it. Puts the pages into his hold-all, suddenly embarrassed. Anyway, been meaning to ask. Traveling has stirred up old memories. Like to visit a friend at London. Find her at the Steam and Sapphire Yards. She won't remember me, but I should try. Hell yeah. Stretch? Oh, stretch and hydrate sounds like a winning combination. And it's time for us to expand on our character's backstory. So, or a revolutionary who had a spell in prison. We grew up on the streets. Our predecessor was held in great esteem by the Academy before they perished. We worked in the train yards, and we're following in our family's footsteps. We had to go through a metamorphosis, be a blank slate. And our next options: Scandal, A Lost Love, Haunted, A Narrow Escape, Promise of Days. Unlock this when you survived your locomotive being reduced to less than 10 hull. I think we gotta go with A Narrow Escape because that literally, like, happened. Your engine was nearly destroyed, but you lived to fight another day. You walked through the valley of the shadow of death. How has it changed you? You've learned to be cautious, or has emboldened you? Death awaits in the sky, kept at bay only by a few inches of plating and the fires of your engine. I think we're gonna go with we learn to be cautious. Our stats certainly are not min-maxed whatsoever, but I think our character has a lot of character. The memorial to the unknown rat. I think there should be more statues of random animals. I think that's pretty cool. Screw stats, backstory all the way. Exactly. What's the point of a role-playing game if you don't role-play to some extent? UCE Kulak. Interesting. Oh, hey, free supplies. All right. Just repair. Still not bad. Because give me plus 10 health. It usually costs 3 per health point. So it's basically 30 money saved right there. We're just like 1 off of max HP. She. New Winchester. Let's see for any prospects. Crates of munitions. Still can't buy munitions, so that. How far away are we on the ship we want? So 3,500. Leave us with about 500 money. And then we need... not the cargo bay. Where's the... Right, we were going to get one of the cannery. So, we can actually just buy this and send it to the bank. So all we have to focus on is the money. Actually, I think a good strategy would be to buy... let's put some fuel and supplies over here and buy some fresh. My thinking here is this way, if I have just enough for the ship, I don't accidentally brick myself by not being able to afford fuel and supplies to restart my money gaining loop. Now I can focus on just getting enough money to get the new ship. New Witch Chester. It's New Winch Esther. And I put the just one CH and then you put a space there and you just go Esther. Get one more fuel than supplies. Sell this bronze wood. All right, we are doing pretty good. Okay, now let's head to the Trader's Wood, and then we'll go Circus, and then we'll head to LNS. Oh, almost forgot. I need to buy more crew. Dreki, you silly serpent. You silly serpent. You almost made a mistake. I hired many crew. Hell yeah. Alright. Now we're at max. That is good. Very, very good. Very good. Very good. Yeah. Once we switch to that other ship that has a second auxiliary slot, I'm going to put the cannery in there until we can find a place that sells assaying tools. I feel like it's probably going to be in London that we find it, because London has, you know, like the nobility, the probably like the rich. So it probably has like academies. So, like, the learned persons are probably in Albion, and that's probably where we can find tools that will let us assay. Still don't know what assaying does, but I believe we can get various artifacts from it. Harvest the lichen. Study the fungus. Scrap it for supplies. Let's study it. Okay, the London Bridge is falling. Well, I mean, we're all in space. So, I mean, if it fell down, we're going to have to build a new bridge. Which kind of might be a little difficult in space like this. Because if it just, like, falls down, it just kind of goes way down there. Just kind of... Dear God. There's no dear gods here. Only space gods and star gods. What kind of space do you have as Grady is strong? Well, Kaula, there is a... if I went further... Actually, we'll see it over at Trader's Wood, I think. You will see a waterfall of water flowing down into space. And you can also see all this like greenery. The setting is very eerie. And it's just a marauder. Not worth our time. What is that weapon, though? That looks pretty sweet. Ah, shit. There's more of them. Ooh. Open the doors of the hold. Well, we lost a crew member. But we get an intriguingly bulging sack with 30 money in it. Princess looks concerned. Why would you name a wood after a traitor? Sewer, maybe? I have to remember. Love it when things intriguingly bulge. No, there are no Oros. Ah. Will not have it. It sounds like you sold someone, not lost someone. Well, we tried to pry open a door to that wreck, and they kind of got, or I went past the event too fast, but I think they, when they grabbed the pry bar, they accidentally like slipped out and floated off into space, or fell into space. It's a little unclear because like there's vaguely gravity, but it's the cold of space. I don't know. It's very silly, very weird. We are dropping off our crew person. Right. I think it's the Parting Glade. Drop off the settler. Brain space. Yeah. Hi, hello. I heard someone mention Welsh. Waddle! If you need... No. No. Let me just get this passenger to go. The insistent cry of a nufflatch. Ah.